Years ago, when the civilization was burgeoning and man lived in the primitive environment, sports began. Man created the activities to pass his free time. As the time evolved, these activities grew and finally became sports. Today, sports are played in almost every region of the world. They are considered as an essential thing for maintaining health. So, what is sports? Based on the Cambridge Dictionary, sports is a game, competition, or activity needing physical effort and the skill that is played or done according to the rules, for enjoyment and or as a job. Sports are essential for people of every age, but most vital for students when the mental capabilities are emerging and character building prospers. It is sports which play a crucial role in building the character and mounting excellent health.
I'm trying to find out the motivates that make athletes put themselves into positions of danger during the execution of their sports. So, I decided to stay with them for a few days. Here we go. After finishing our trainings, I met one of the athletes to ask a few questions about the advantage of sports and what motivates him to do what he's doing right now.
What is the best part about competing?
Actually, best part when we are competing with another country or another participant is we can get a lot of extra content. Maybe when we finish our competition, we can get a lot of content by shaking hand and us. We can get more friends like that.
My second question is, how do your teammates practice fun?
Okay, actually, when we're doing practicing, for surely we can get tired. So, if we want to distract our tiredness, we can listen to our own music. Like, if you like rock, you can listen to rock. And actually, music can distract our concentration. That's what I mean.
Third question is, what is your favorite sports code? Yeah, for your one.
My favorite sports sport is one is the most important for all of the athletes that never give up. When you feel you are going to lose or whenever you feel you cannot do it anymore, just think that even a top player or top athlete also have faced the most failure moment.
Okay, Zaim, this is my last question. Who inspired you as a young athlete?
The one who inspired me is my coach, Coach Latif.
Oh yeah. Who is he?
Coach Latif is the one who is volunteering to give our squad in Dragon Boat for Sukma for 2020 Sukma. So inspire us to be never give up, and if if you cannot do it, just think positive.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This evening I will interview one of Liza.
My name is Muhammad Fazlul Ruslan. I'm from Bachelor Syariah. So this is my first year. Before this, I also took diploma visa. So basically, I'm not actually athlete, but active and usually commonly play futsal lah. So every tournament that had in Malaysia, I join up with my team.
Can you tell us
Some of my achievements.
what
Yeah.
your
What? Yeah, what? One of my highest achievement is going to no, I'm not going lah. So I get fourth place in tournament Timbalan National 2018. Masya Allah. Sabar Allah.
can you share some tips
Oh, yeah. Always practice and practice, improve your skill and your body. And you also must solat. Yeah, pray 5 times a day. You know, like pray, we like exercise. You know, and we keep praying that Allah gives us success. So practice and don't forget your creator.
for the last question? Are you going to take your success to the next level, like at national level?
Yeah. I would love to take my success to the next level. Example, like I also dream like to play futsal for Indonesia and Malaysia, and I also like to play like Falcao futsal. If you know about futsal, you must know Falcao futsal. We play for Brazil, so he one of my ideas. My dream as to play.
Thank you.
Okay. Masya Allah.
Let me tell you a story.
It's always fun and games when it comes to sports. But notice, when there is light, there is darkness. Everything that is bound to humanity will always have flaws. As long as we are called man, al-insan in Arabic, which comes from the word nasa, which means forget. We will not reach perfection and will not be flawless. Sports has its flaws, and I'm going to tell you about it.
Hanging the balance, and it's on his defense to try to get off the field.
It is no surprise that humans suffer injuries mostly because of sports. Injuries ranging from cuts and bruises to the more serious ones like fractures of various bones, brain injury, or the loss of hearing or eyesight. These injuries are an increasingly commonplace in group sports such as soccer and football, hockey, and other sports that requires a group of people. Over many years of training and competing, the body may become wear and tear, and long-term damage and impairment can take place. Sports will affect us physically in a very negative way.
Why do you insist on being called Muhammad Ali now?
That's my original name. That's a black man name. Cassius Clay was my slave name. I'm no longer a slave.
An example of this is evident in the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is widely known for his boxing career. He had a record of 56 wins, 5 losses and 37 knockouts throughout his career and won the heavyweight title 3 times. His boxing career lasted for 21 years, and after that he retired from boxing in 1981 at the age of 31. In his retirement, Ali devoted much of his time to philanthropy. In 1984, it was announced that Muhammad Ali had Parkinson's disease, a degenerative neurological condition. Although it is not really known what is the cause of this disease, some researchers said that boxing did cause this disease. As we know, boxing is rough, giving and taking blows and punches from each other. Boxing can cause head trauma, and head trauma can increase inflammation, which plays a role in the disease. In Malaysia, our country, it is often seen our friends getting injured because of sport. It is no surprise that although we can have fun with sports, it has devastating flaws that we should avoid.
Can you still shuffle? Show Muhammad. Watch us. Watch Muhammad. Watch.
Watch me, Ali. Champ, watch me, champ. I'm fast. Watch the feet, champ. Champ, my feet. Watch the feet, champ. I'm bad, champ. I'm bad.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
When we participate in sports, we will receive a lot of pressure, either from parents, coaches, organizations, our opponents, and even from the country. Athletes face a lot of pressure to constantly perform at peak levels and win. The pressure that these athletes took will result in emotional disturbances such as depression, leading athletes to do destructive behaviors such as cheating and drugs and alcohol abuse. This huge amount of stress accumulated by athletes will drain their energy mentally, causing them to make mistakes during matches, which worsens their situation. From this, they will also have sleeping problems like insomnia and suffer crippling nerves of anxiety in the period of leading up to big matches. Those who are mentally ill will suffer more from this than the strong. So remember to be strong mentally, since sports can take a heavy toll mentally.
Aggression is an integral part of contemporary sports. Aggressive players who intentionally cause injury to their opponents are common in many sports. The aggressive tendencies in sports area are socially justified because they lead to high-level performance in sport competition. Based on Cambridge Dictionary, aggression means spoken or physical behavior that is threatening or involves harm to someone or something. In sport, aggression is a characteristic that can have many negative as well as positive effects on performance. Aggression is defined as any form of behavior directed toward the goal of harming or injuring another life, being who is motivated to avoid such treatment. Most people view aggression as a negative psychological characteristic. However, some sport psychologists agree that aggression can improve performance. This is called an assertive behavior, where a player will play within the rules of the sport at a very high intensity, but will have no intention to harm an opponent. Two types of aggression. Researchers identified two types of aggression related to sports: instrumental aggression and hostile aggression. What is instrumental aggression? By nature, certain sports such as football, ice hockey, and another have higher levels of contact between players. Thus, they inevitably include more aggression. But such violence is often within the bounds of the game. You often need to play with a certain measure of physical aggressiveness in order to win. That's instrumental aggression. Hostile aggression, on the other hand, is violence that goes beyond the scope of the sport. Being hostile refers to the passive, angry aggression intended to hurt someone who has in some way provoked an individual. It can be seen that aggression comes from a variety of sources, and it is important to understand where this source stems from. Sports research allows us to understand what causes an athlete to become frustrated, which can lead to aggression and a decline in performance. Learning how to deal with stress is key, as players must find ways to overcome these problems. In sports psychology, the research has been focused on the coping process of young players. Looking at the coping process of young elite players will allow us to understand how the player deals with stressful situations.
Each sport has its own unique. With sports, we not only escape sweat and exercise, but we can also learn how to perform those activities. High self-discipline can help an athlete to reach the pinnacle of excellence. A disciplined athlete will easily gain the support of the community. Disciplined athletes know their roles, responsibilities, obey commander and coaches, follow well-defined training schedule, and respect other teammates. Disciplined athletes also have the ability to control emotions to avoid things unwanted occurrence during the game. Failure to control emotions while playing will negatively affect himself or his team. Athletes must understand the rules, strategies, tactics, skills of game. Ethics and game rules need to be clearly understood. Clear consideration of ethical games can prevent players from making mistakes while playing. Collaboration is important in any game. Athletes will enjoy the fun of playing those. The victory will be accompanied by the loss, will not be attributed to the individual or the team. Loyalty to the team is necessary to ensure close cooperating among athletes. Aggressive actions such as bravery in a team that has been played in the past have resulted from disloyalty of the team and the attitude of dishonest and trustworthy individuals. High commitment and fighting spirit are the one of the factors contributing to an athlete's success. An athlete who wants to progress must be willing to improve and be open to criticism from the public with an open heart. Book with good personality will be highly regarded by the community and can serve as an example to the community. Hopefully, from this video will give you some input and knowledge about sports. That's all from us. My name is Muhammad Amiruddin Abdul Rahman. Assalamualaikum and thank you.